In this video, we're going to look at how to move your H drive to Google Drive. So I'm in here and I have my files in my H drive and I want to move them to Google Drive, which is up here. Now, if you don't see Google Drive up here, you can go to the Start menu and go to Backup and Sync from Google, click on Backup and Sync and sign in, and you'll be able to get your Google Drive to show up there. So what I'm going to do now is I can click and drag and select all these files, or I can just press Control A to select them all. Then I can right click and choose Copy, or I can press Control C to copy them as well. Come up to my Google Drive, and then I can press Control V, or I can find some blank space, right click and choose Paste. And then it's going to paste all of those files from the H into the Google. And if you have a lot of files, it might take a minute, but it's usually not too bad. And then you'll notice that down here in the bottom right hand corner, the Google Drive Backup and Sync is spinning its wheels, are turning here, and it's backing them up. So that is the quick version. Alright, so now I want to take a minute and just show you a few other things that you may want to think about as you move your files from H to Google Drive. So let's say that first of all you come in here and I have like, I don't know, 10 files or 20 files listed out here that aren't in any folders, but some of you have hundreds of files out here, and it may be a good idea to kind of clean those up a little bit. So what you would want to do is just come New Folder up here, click on New Folder, and then make a new folder, and you can call it anything. I'll just call it random, anything like that. And then again, you can select all of the files. So I'm going to click on the first one, and then I'm going to hold down Shift and click on the last one. So it selected all of them in that range. And then I just drag down and stick all of those files into random. That way, it's a little bit cleaner when I move my files into Google Drive. And then I'm going to come back to my Google Drive, and the same thing is going on here. It's pretty full, like you already have a lot of stuff in your Google Drive, which is very well maybe the case for a lot of you that you have that happening. So a couple options. One thing you could do in here is you could make a new folder and just call it all old Google Drive stuff. And then what you could do is you could select everything and then hold down Control and click on that folder so that you've deselected it. So now I have all my folders selected except for that one, and then drag that stuff into that Google Drive folder. So now you just have one. So now when you paste everything from your H here, move all over, then it's all in here. Or the other thing you could do is you could just leave all of the stuff that you have in your Google Drive and then just do a new folder and say stuff moved from H drive. And then what you can do is you can go back to your H drive, select everything that you have, copy it again, go to Google Drive and say stuff removed from H drive, and then paste it in that way as well. So that would be the other way. That way you can just have a little bit more organization between the stuff that you moved from your H into Google. And then the last thing what I would do is, if this was my H drive, I would come in here at the very end and I would do New Folder, and I would say do not use H drive, go to Google Drive. So that's a reminder to you to stop using that, and then select all your other folders, drag them into that one. And that way, if you do for some reason, you accidentally, out of habit, click on the H drive, you will see this first thing that says do not use H drive, go to Google Drive, and you'll remember, okay, I need to go over here. Just helps to remind you of what you're doing there. So that is the basics of moving from H drive to Google Drive. Hopefully that helps.